Greetings, humans. I am Kreitar, an older brother of Ashtar. My direct responsibilities are to overlook our galactic operations with other civilizations in need, in other parts of the cosmos. I am also a galactic commander. We revealed a lot of deep truth to your kind, so by now the awakened ones should have an idea on how to apply it to their life and not to fall for the darkness manipulations and lies. Each disastrous event on Mother Earth proves clearly on how humans, who are in charge, handle these situations, and on how slow they usually are to respond and provide the needed help for the ones who get affected by it. There is no mystery at all to it that most of your government officials only care about themselves and for their pockets to be filled with money. Many parts of your world often get hit by earthquakes, fires, floods, hurricanes, tornadoes, typhoons, and etc. When these things happen, human beings end up losing their homes, starving without shelter, their basic needs are not taken care of, supplies not delivered quickly enough, and the recovery effort usually being slow, and etc. Your negative controllers do not care about everyone's struggles and their bad experiences. The human population needs to stop believing in the idea of truthful elections of honest representatives, who just promise to do good things in the name of democracy or whatever political system they represent. And in the end, everything mostly stays the same, with not much progress for the whole humanity. These new elected officials become corrupted like the previous leaders and only serve their masters and own egos. As the power and money easily corrupt souls on this planet, because of the 3D programming, most people just do the same thing and do not think outside of the box or the usual social norms, always having a strong desire for materialistic things of wealth and power. Nothing is going to change in the 3D matrix without first change taking place on the inside of the humanity's collective consciousness. You can keep replacing humans, changing the political systems and etc. Wars, conflicts, genocides, poverty, corruption, and suffering, and will continue to exist in your reality without the spiritual advancement. Mankind mostly just wants an improved version of a 3D human life, with majority only interested in getting more wealth and becoming like the dark rich. Living a luxurious life of buying expensive things, of catering to self and ego. This is not on what the ascension is really about. It's to completely leave the third-dimensional experience and everything in it behind. That is on why there has been no drastic planetary changes on Gaia in the over the last 24 years ago when it was expected to. When the 9/11 attack happened of the Twin Towers being destroyed by Dark Ones in New York, United States, to stop the progress for humankind. Since that negative event took place, many were just waiting for this planet to be flooded with money. But not much work was being done on the inside or the outside of their being to actually bring this blessing and prosperity to humanity. Mainly just a lot of human talk with empty words and stories being made up, like things are always happening behind the scenes. This is a movie with central casting. None of that is true. There is no script and no one is acting here, especially the dark ones for the asleep human population until everything is revealed. Humans still spread that the original President Putin was replaced by a look-alike because he was negative. None of that is true, and such things do not happen in Russia. Over the past 2 decades, many also put the responsibility on some savior, which usually turns out to be the opposite of it, just make themselves more rich and bring more darkness to this world. The most important part, which was missing, the spiritual inner work of light, raising your vibration, where the transformation happens on the inside of you. Evolving into a more peaceful and loving being of light, reflecting a higher dimension and releasing more light and love to this reality. The most important part, which was missing, the spiritual inner work of light, raising your vibration, where the transformation happens on the inside of you. Evolving into a more peaceful and loving being of light, reflecting a higher dimension and releasing more light and love to this reality. The more love and light there will be on planet Earth, the less darkness and hate will be in it. This can only be done through spiritual work of daily silent meditations. It reconnects you to your soul and establishes a connection to the universal consciousness of light and infinite intelligence, exposing you and your body to more light and truth, starting the process of change inside of you and every aspect of your life on the outside. From inner peace and balance of improved health, which stays the same and does not fluctuate between the opposites of sick and healthy, removing the barriers of limitation in lack of intelligence or knowledge. Improved vision physically and on a soul level. Instead of being surrounded by chaos and problems trying to figure out everything on your own, to being in a meditative state always waiting and listening for the right information or truth to come in on what is needed. To opening doors in your life for more opportunities or abundance and not putting a limit from what source it will come from. Being more present in life by living in the moment and now, going from a fear-based existence to a calm and peaceful one. This requires strong discipline living in a modern, fast-paced society with many distractions, including a lot of consistency and patience in solitude, giving yourself constant breaks during your free time or whenever possible from all of the noise and problems of this 3D world. As human beings have a hard time being still and in silence without being flooded with many thoughts or having some kind of distraction in front of them, like a phone, different devices, television screen, and etc. Otherwise, for humans, it's usually hard to change on their own in this low-dimensional reality. There is a strong resistance to it, coming from their ego and human mind, as they want to stay in charge and control you and your life. If the human civilization collectively or enough human beings would have done this, then you would not been able to recognize your world today from all of the positive changes taking place. Overall, humans still believe and think that it's normal for fireballs and meteors to burn up completely just before they hit any building or people on Earth. They have the same view on asteroids and comets, which these space objects usually miss their home planet. This is not the case at all. If there is not any advanced galactic civilization protecting the planet, it gets hits, damaged, and even completely destroyed in the cosmos. These space objects are bigger than they appear in your skies. An example of this was Comet C 2025 A6 Lemon. Originally, it was much larger in size, and its trajectory was heading towards a collision with Gaia, hitting the ocean of the coast of California in the United States. This would have created a huge tsunami which you have not seen in your lifetime, flooding the whole state of California and all of the states sharing the border with it. Galactic ships from Astar Command destroyed most of the comet, changing the direction of its course and avoiding Earth entirely. Only a small piece of it was left, which was seen in your skies in different parts of the world. Please remember your ascension depends on how much work you put into it by raising your awareness and vibrations. I am sending my blessings and supreme love to everyone. Thank you, Ambassador of Galactic Light Forces. Everything on what you are looking for on the outside, it's waiting to be discovered on the inside of you, at the center of your being, coming from the light of your soul, where the true power lies within. Kreitar. Channeled by Erena Velazquez, Ambassador of Galactic Light Forces.